Hey guys, here's my Torment. Yes, I know, it is not on the ground, it's off the ground. It is sitting on this, but it is sitting on this thing. But what is this thing, you might ask? Well, I got a tip from another RCer at a track I was at one day, and he saw that I had all of my parts just spread out all over the place, and he's like, you know, you're gonna end up losing pieces. And I'm like, I already have lost pieces. So he suggested that I do a thing, and it didn't seem very practical at first, but yeah, it had turned out to be a good idea. You can take off the truck, and I'll show you what it's sitting on. There's the truck. Here's what it's sitting on. Now, yes, I do know it is a tackle box. It looks like a tackle box. It works like a tackle box. It is a tackle box. I need to get a lock. But so yeah, you can see I put my little decal stickers on there, and there's one on the back. But yes, this is just a tackle box. The handle, and carry this around. No, I'm not using it just for a stand while I'm working on my truck. I use it functionally as a parts box. So I'll open it up and show you inside my parts box. Once you open it up, it just flips back, and inside the little shelf I got my light, which you can check out this light in my other video. I'll post a link in the description to this video. Again, I'll post a link for the shocks. I do have new shocks on there. I'll post a video about the shocks and the weight. This is tail light. Nice and bright. I'm planning on putting this on the back bumper of my truck. Planning on putting this somewhere like that. Just mounting it there. And it does have 4 functions. You got that flash, got the steady one light, this light, which is hard to tell in the video, but it is flashing. Hard to tell. And there's this one. So there's that overview. Inside the box, so let's just talk about the shelf right now. I got this, my taillights. I got extra suspension arms for the front, 2 extra suspension arms for the front. Got my multi-tool, the original tools that came with the truck. I got a bag full of parts. I'm not sure where I got them. I got extra connectors in case one of them gets broken. I've had that happen before. I do have shock oil right here. These are 30 weights. I do have the stock shocks, my flashlight, which you can see is still a pretty good flashlight. 2 full transmission sets right here. No, they're not metal, they are the plastic ones, but they're still complete. I have 2 full transmissions. Got an extra receiver. This is the SR300 by Spectrum. I got this because of the accessory, or the auxiliary plug, but I'm not using it right now, obviously. Then I got a new servo saver kit. It's just a bunch of servo parts for the steering is what I've finally come to the conclusion of. So yeah, and I got my little Torment sticker right there. But that's where most of my parts are, just for my truck alone. It's just on that top shelf. Underneath the shelf does flip open, like so. Underneath the shelf, I got my pit stop kit, which I will put a link in the description to this video about the pit stop kit. I got my Dynamite Profit Plus charger. It's a 4 amp, 2 amp, and 1 amp charger. I got a Venom battery. I don't recommend them. They don't work very well. This battery, I got another battery underneath that. You can see the sticker right there. I got my shoe goo. It's really good stuff. It says shoe repair, but it's like rubber cement, and it works wonders. Underneath that, I got some 50 weight shock oil. But yeah, it's a nice little box. I love it. I mean, everything folds up, it shuts just fine. There's no having to push it down or anything like that. It just shuts, and it's very useful. I can pull out my pit stop kit, put the truck on there. I can pull out the pit stop kit, put the truck on there just like that. It's not putting any pressure on the body. It's sitting perfectly, just sitting there. It's perfect. I mean, I can use it if I need to take off the change one of the shocks out. I can take off the front wheels. It's not touching the ground. Nothing's laying on the ground. It's perfect. I'd suggest trying to find a small tackle box like this if you haven't already. I mean, it shouldn't be that expensive, but it's still a good investment to do. I mean, if you're really thinking about seriously getting into this, or if you just have a bunch of parts laying around, get a small tackle box. I mean, it's much better. It's much more. It's a lot cheaper for one than most of the high-end RC boxes that you could find, and it's more practical. I mean, I can take all the stuff out of this box, put some bait, some hooks, some tackle stuff in there. I could go fishing with it. I mean, it's just perfect. Like I said, if you can try and get one. They shouldn't be that expensive. I don't think. I've had this one for a long time. You don't need anything overly big. It just needs to basically have one shelf. That's all I have. One shelf. Enough stuff, or enough room to fit whatever you need to fit in there. I mean, I have 2 full transmissions inside this box, all in a space that's only about that wide. I mean, you don't need that much space when it comes to RCs. But yeah, take my word for it, it was a good idea. That's the end of this video, I guess. Rate, subscribe, subscribe to my channel to check out my other videos. You're wondering what this is. I have a video about what this is. And check out the other videos I mentioned. And I'll be getting into more videos about this truck once more things happen to it. Thanks.